Okay, welcome everyone to mga pita. Not a special guest for today, and I'm so happy that we were able to invite him. So, if this is your first time here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that every time we do live broadcast, you will be notified. Let us all welcome our guest for this episode, Attorney Ruy Elias Lopez. Attorney, maayong hapon sa inyo.
Mayang hapon sa mga Vince and to whoever is your subscribers. It is mayang hapon here in Davao. I don't know what time it's there in the States. Anyway.
Oh, it's 1 a.m. Almost 1 a.m. Now, ang akong pinakauna yung ginapangutana sa akong mga guest is, nagapangapi ba ka, Attorney?
What do you mean, pangape? Do I drink coffee?
Do you drink coffee?
Yes. Of course. Yes. Bagobo. When you're a bagobo, you get to learn to drink coffee, native coffee, as early as a very young age, like 3-4 years old. When you're a bagobo.
What's your favorite coffee?
Well, right now, it's what... it's a 3-in-1 coffee, Kopiko brown coffee. It's a Kopiko brown coffee. But of course, I always miss the native bagobo coffee.
Lamig yun ang kining native na bagobo coffee.
Good, native. Mm-hmm. I get that. I guess
dili na ko magkuan, dili na mo pa dugay-dugay pa. I'll go right ahead and ask you the first question. Right. I'm sure gipangutana na ni daghan kayo. You've been interviewed several times, and there might be things na nakalimtan pud nimo i-share, but kinsa ba gyud si Attorney Ruy Elias Lopez?
Well, I am the 5th child of 10 children of former mayor of Davao City, Elias B. Lopez, who is a pure-blooded bagobo. I'm the 5th child of 10. There are 7 boys in the family and 3 girls. And I'm a lawyer. I graduated from the UP College of Law, class 1985. My undergrad was also in UP, in Diliman, UP Diliman. I became a congressman of the 3rd District of Davao City when my father died in 1997. So I ran for Congress in 1998 elections, and I won as a congressman. And I was a congressman for 3 terms up to 2007. So 1998, 2001, 2001, 2004, and then 2004 to 2007. And then after that, after my 3 terms as congressman, I went back to private practice as a lawyer and raising my family, because I married to I met in UP when I was a student. I married to Leilani Caburian of Baguio City and La Union and Ilocana. We have 3 children, all boys, and all our children already graduates now from UP and Ateneo, and have their own jobs and their own life now. So I'm 61 years old, and I still have 10 more years of productive years. After that, I'll retire. Time for you to rest.
Time to retire.
Yeah, time to retire.
Umurag yung anak. Now, Attorney, you being a son of a former mayor and at the same time leading to being an attorney, then a congressman, I think there's something guiding you. You have your own life guiding principles. Unsay ang main principle ni mo sa kinabuhi that really guided you on being who you are right now?
I don't know. what are my guiding principles in life?
Mm-hmm.
Well, practice my profession, be uh, with integrity and honesty, serve my clients well, raise my children, make sure that they are educated so that they have if they have they can have they can survive in this world, at least to earn for themselves, and I don't know, be happy. I mean,
Attorney,
but very, very influential in my decisions in life are the principles and values that were taught to me by my mother and my father.
mm,
Very, uh, it influenced my life on what to do, what my decisions, and etc. So that's what I am.
how influential ba si former Mayor Elias Lopez sa imuhang political career?
Well, actually, it's not a political career. It's just I was just forced to join the political uh, path, being a politician. Because when my father died in 1997, after 42 years in public office, my father 42, because he started in 1956. Uh, After 42 years, people wanted somebody to continue what he was doing. So I was forced to enter politics. And then what guided me was the way because politics to my father is serving people. And that helped in my growing up. Because throughout our lives, before my father died, what we experience in the house are the life of a politician. And I could see my father, the purpose of being there as in the elective office is to serve people.
Mm,
But, we not one of us of the 10 children, while my father was in public office, not one of us in 42 years joined him in politics because it's difficult. It's a sacrifice. It is to help people. And when in the case like what my father and in our family, the priority of my father was the people, serving people. And then second priority lang yung family. So all of us did not join politics because it's difficult.
mm.
Second, second priority lang yung family when you're in public office.
Does that mean na nidagan ka karon because mga bata nimo nanay kaugalingon nila mga trabaho and you can prioritize to be a mayor or politician right now because wala na kaayo tong kwan di
Yes,
man burden, but ang imong responsibility sa ila wala na.
right, right. But before I joined politics because sabi nga ng mga tao, someone has to continue my father, they appeal to our family. And my mga kapatid ko, all chose me to be the one to make the sacrifice. So I ran for a public office. After that, after my 3 terms, I went back to private practice, raised my family. And now that they have graduated, so yung naging first priority ko ang family, now since they are all graduated, and nobody will suffer if I uh, join back again now in my last decade of productive life for myself to join and serve people again. Then hindi naman silang apektado kay naman sila ikaw galingon lang kinabuhi.
Mm. Now, attorney, other than urge sa mga tao sa imo to run for office, specifically kaning mayor position, personally, unsay imong kwan nakita nga kwan murag factor na nag-drive yun sa imo to make you decide na mudagan yun ka other than those people convincing you to run?
No. There were no people who convinced me actually to run. No?
Oh,
The decision was kind of personal. Since 2007, on my last term, Rodrigo Duterte then was mayor and chose his daughter Sara to run for vice mayor as his vice mayor. And then wala naman silang kalaban noon at that time. Walang lumalaban sa kanila. So they won as mayor and vice mayor. And that was also the time that I, although alay kami ni Rodrigo Duterte, because of my father, but at that time, I told Duterte that Rodrigo Duterte na hindi na ako sasama sa kanya sa politika. I will not ally with him. Because kalokohan yung gagawin niya, which is siya ang mayor at saka yung anak niyang no experience at all, a new college graduate, to be his vice mayor. Sabi ko kay Duterte, siguro ang purpose niyan, wala ipupuntahan niyan kung hindi corruption and mag-abuso kayo ng power niyo. Sabi ko, there's no more check and balance. Sabi ko kanya. So, kung yan ang gagawin mo, then hindi ko pwedeng dalhin ng pangalan ng tatay ko sa ganyang pamulitika na kalokohan. So, yun, nag-iwalay na. So, in 2010, Duterte, 3-term as mayor siya. So, pinatakbo niya si Sara from vice mayor, pinatakbo niya as mayor. And then Duterte, 2 beses na siya nag-3-term as mayor. So, tumakbo siya ng vice mayor. Kita mo? Mayor ka na ng 2 terms, takbo ka pa ng vice mayor. Because the intention was really corruption and perpetuate themselves in power. Kasi malaking pera na kukuha nila. Billion, almost $1 billion, let's say, like intelligence funds, $1 billion intelligence funds. I mean, sino magkaaway mo? Di ba? For this Davao City as mayor, and then everything else, lahat ng corruption nila. So, kasi nga, mayor, vice mayor sila eh. So, I convinced former Speaker Boy Nograles, sabi ko, Boy, it is our duty to stop this from happening in Davao City. Kasi niloloko na ni Duterte yung mga tao. Yung mga tao, this doesn't much understand what it means. Pero ako, si Boy Nograles, being a bar top notcher, knows it na ito yung kalokohan talaga itong ginagawa ni Duterte. So, ginagago niya mga taga-Davao. So, I convinced Boy Nograles and in the elections in 2010, I convinced Boy Nograles to run for mayor and then I ran for Congress so that I'll campaign in the 3rd district. Si Boy Nograles, ang kanyang distrito was 1st district. So sabi ko kay Boy, isang distrito na lang ang kampanyahan mo, which is the 2nd district. No? Kasi labanan natin si Duterte. But in that election, both of us lost. Hindi naniwala yung mga tao. So, sa amin, hindi naniwala. Na, in fact, in 2010, during our campaign, I told them na pag pinabayaan natin itong ganito gawin Duterte, darating ang panahon na pati yung aso nila, pag pinatakbo nilang mayor, mananalo. Sabi ko. So, people hindi naman naniwala sa amin eh. So we lost. So at the time when we lost in that election, sabi ko, that's it. I mean, I tried to tell the people, but they wouldn't believe me. So all right. So okay, yan man ang gusto ng mga tao. Then I retired from politics. And then in 2013, which is the next elections, Duterte ran back as mayor. No? And then brought along this new graduate also, wala rin experience. And at that time, there were issues about him. Bugoy masyado. Si Pulong Duterte as Vice Mayor, walang lumaban sa kanila.
The first, yan yung first district congressman na yun, di ba?
Oh yes, walang lumaban sa kanila. So, panalo sila. So, sa 2016, which is the next elections na naman, Ruy Duterte ran for president. Siguro, sobrang dami na ng pera na nanakaw niya. Siguro, I don't know. Pwede na siyang tumakbo ng presidente at mas malaking pera ang nanakawin doon. So, I've been there. I was a congressman. I could see the presidency. Kita mo naman sina GMA. Nakaw lang ginawa. First gentleman. I was a congressman. So, I know. Yun siguro. I don't know. Duterte. So, ako siya presidente. But in Davao City, the one who ran for mayor, Sara Duterte. And then si Pulong Duterte as the vice mayor. So if you notice, both the mayor and the vice mayor, hindi nila binibitawan. Kahit umalis na yung isa magtakbo for a higher office or another office, there is another Duterte to fill up that void. Basta hawak nila mayor and vice mayor. Kasi yun ang nag-check and balance. Yun ang nagbabantay ng pera supposed to be ang Davao City na hindi mahulog sa corruption and lahat ng kalokohan. So, wala na naman silang kalaban. So, nanalo sila. And then now, in the last elections, 2019, tumakbo for mayor against si Sara Duterte. But this time, si Pulong ran for Congress doon sa first district kasi nag-3-termer na yung anak ni Speaker Nograles, si Carlos, so bakante yung distrito. So, tinakbuhan ni Pulong Duterte as congressman. So, yun sa kanila, mayor tapos congressman. So, vice mayor, bakante. Di ba? So, gano'n. Pero hindi na pinabayaan. Talagang kuha pa nila this time, another one na hindi mo alam ng qualification, ano ang experience, ano ang capabilities, yung Baste Duterte, the youngest brother. The youngest. Kinuha nila, tapos pinatakbo nilang as vice mayor. So, yung mayor at vice mayor, kanila pa, yun pa rin ang kanilang hinahawakan. And then, walang kalaban. So, walang kalaban, nanalo na naman sila. So, itong 2021, sino tumakbo for mayor? Si Sara Duterte. And then, sino ang vice mayor? Si Baste Duterte. And then, si Pulong Duterte ran as congressman in the first district. So, parang for re-election silang tatlo. Sinong kalaban? Walang lumaban. Walang nag-file, walang lumaban. Ang deadline to file was October 8. So, October 7, a friend of mine, former law partner in the law office, who is older than me, who is also a billionaire, taga Manila, sabi niya, why don't you go back to Davao, Ruy? Kasi at that time, yun yung kainitan also about the issue informally, yung nakaw nila Duterte. So, galit na galit din siya sa mga Duterte. So, sabi niya, why don't you go back to politics, Ruy? Sabi niya. And try to correct these things in the country kasi 80 plus years old na siya. So, sabi niya, sabi ko, I don't like, I'm enjoying also already as a private citizen. Sabi ko, I enjoy it. Sabi ko, I'm not, I don't like to go back to politics. However, in the afternoon of October 7, I was thinking about it. 61 years old na ako. My children are on their own to start their own lives. No? So I was thinking, I have 10 more years of productive years. What am I going to do? Kami na lang ng misis ko. Mag-tour kami every year. Sasawa siguro kami yan in 10 years. So, diba? So sabi ko, what am I going to do? So naisip ko ngayong sinabi ng dati kong law partner. So I called my chief of staff before when I was congressman. So I called him and asked and told him, what if I run again as congressman? Because anyway, sabi ko kung magbalik ako sa politika, now is the time to go back to politics. Now would be the time to go back to politics. Why? Because 61 years old pa ako. If I go back to politics 2020, 2025, I'm already old. 65 years old na ako noon. I'll be old already, sabi ko.
Right.
So, if ever I go back to politics, now would be the time to do it. However, sabi ko, I was thinking, if I go back to politics, kung tumakbo kaya ako ng congressman, what do you think? Sabi ko sa kanya. Sabi niya, well, medyo mahina din ang chances natin to win kasi tatakbo ka, kaya mo naman yung kalabanin, yung talunin yung incumbent, but yung incumbent, yun lang buhusan na suporta ng Duterte, talo ka rin. Bakit? Kasi yung mga Duterte, si Sara at saka si Baste, mga Duterte, wala namang kalaban. So in the elections, wala silang kalaban, so pwede lang ibuhos yung efforts nila in the campaign against me in the 3rd district. So sabi niya, hindi tayo pag-asa manalo niyan. Sabi niya gano'n. Kasi walang kalaban yung mga Duterte. So sabi niya, pero tama ka, kung magbalik, ngayon na babalik. Pero sabi niya, kung babalik ka man lang, kung ganyan man ang sitwasyon, babalik ka naman, you're not anymore young. So sabi niya, takbuhan na lang natin ng mayor, labanan mo na lang sila. Takbo ka na lang ng mayor, laban dyan ng Duterte. Yun, baka may pag-asa pa ron. Sabi niya. So ako, sabi ko, sige, isipan ko lang. But it was October 7 already. Last day of is October 8. So in the night of October 7, sabi ko, thinking about it, so sabi ko, I have to make a decision whether I will run or not. Because the following day is the last day of filing at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. October 8. So I have to decide. No? I have to decide what? Should I run or should I not run? Weighing it, thinking na Sara Duterte ang kalaban ko, kung takbo ko na mayor, she's running for the 3rd term already. 3rd term na. Pag 3rd term na yung kalaban mo, or the 3rd term, malamang lumiliit na talaga ang chances mo. Babot nga siya for the 3rd term. Although wala sa kalaban. But siyempre, marami na naka-establish na siya ng lahat ng leaders yan, etc. And people, marami siya siguro na whatever, natulungan. And then looking also at it, lahat naman ng elected officials in Davao, from vice mayor to city councilors to congressmen, 1st district, 2nd district, 3rd district congressmen, lahat kakampi ni Sara Duterte. So lahat ng elected officials in Davao City kakampi niya. Tapos looking at the campaign in the barangays, lahat ng barangay officials, from barangay captain to barangay kagawad to purok leaders to DHW to barangay tanods, lahat kakampi lahat ni Sara Duterte. Tanan admin. Wala dyan walang nagsupak dyan. Tanan admin. Tapos looking at COMELEC, lahat appointed ni Duterte. So, kontrolado nila yung COMELEC. In fact, wala. Nung araw, may kakampi pa ako dyan sa COMELEC. Tapos wala na ngayon eh. Everybody, pro-Duterte lahat. Tapos, looking at the police to protect anything that happened. Lahat naman kakampi niya. Lahat kanyang police. Siya nagpa-appoint, siya nagpa-assign dito, etc. So, kakampi niya lahat. And then, sa panlaban nila sa campaign funds, sako-sako ng pera na, billion nga yung nakaw nila. Yun ang ilalaban ko against whatever money that I have. So, anong kalaban-laban ko ron? Totally. So, sabi ko, iperan, yan ang harapin ko. Yan ang harapin ko. Iperan. So,
bugat i-wave.
Iperan, sabi ko, well, chances is really slim, if not impossible. David and Goliath ang situation. David versus Goliath. And then, however, during that night, October 7, biglang pumasok sa isipan ko, this is what my father would like me to do. To stand up para sa mga taga-Davao, para sa mga Davaoenos. Hindi tama ito. we should stand up and against them. And ano. So, this is what, yung pumasok isipin ko, ito yung mag-file ako, ito yung gusto ng father ko na gawin ko. If he were alive. So, I decided, okay, I'll file. Just, kung sa Bisaya pa, magbarog. Itayo ang bandera. Mahal ka. Di ba? So, the following day, October 8, which is the last day of filing, in the afternoon, I talked to my wife and to my children. Sabi ko, I might file for mayor of Davao City. Sabi ko. So, of course, my wife didn't like it. But in the end, sabi niya, mabuti na yan. Doon ka sa Davao, masyado kang magulo dito sa bahay sa Manila. Doon ka na lang sa Davao. And then my children, of course, ang concern nila, my life. Isn't the insecurity of yourself. Sabi na, hindi ka ba ano niyan? Sabi ko, that's, when you're in politics, that's part of it. But anyway, they agreed. So I told the lawyer who was going to file because I was going to file my candidacy by representation through a representative. So the lawyer, I asked to file it for me, was in Davao. I told him na diyan ka lang sa labas ng COMELEC office. Magkape-kape ka muna diyan kasi baka naman merong mag-file. Kasi kung merong iba nag-file for mayor at lumaban sa mga Duterte, then I don't have to file. And I will just support that other person if kung lumaban siya. So I waited kasi last day naman baka may mag-file. So 1 o'clock wala nag-file. So 2 o'clock he reported wala pa rin nag-file. 3 o'clock in the afternoon wala pa rin nag-file. 4 o'clock wala pa rin nag-file. Sabi ko 4:30 sabi niya wala pa rin nag-file sir. Wala nag-file. Sabi ko 4:30 na. So sabi ko sige file mo. So that's what happened. So hindi siya parang yung push me somebody to push me to file. It's just what it came about. So I filed against Sara Duterte. But I don't know. There was a period for substitution of candidates after the last day of filing. I filed as an independent. So sabi nila I filed daw kasi baka I will be substituted by somebody else, etc. You cannot be substituted because I don't have a party. I filed only, you can only be substituted but if you have a political party, registered political party that nominated you. Kaya ako, I filed as independent. At saka when I filed, hindi yung basta-basta na file. When I filed, lalaban talaga ako. When I decided to file, lalaban talaga ako. So during the period of substitution, from October 8 to November 15, it came out na Sara Duterte, who was the candidate for mayor, ran for vice president. Ambisyosa din. Anyway. So, ran for vice president. And then, to substitute her as running for mayor, si Basta Duterte withdraw as candidate for vice mayor and then filed as mayor candidate. So, it came out now, after the substitution, na ang kalaban ko was Sebastian Duterte for mayor of Davao City. So
Sebastian.
Right. That's what happened. So yun ang situation ngayon. Yeah.
Di ba na may gihimo anak na law?
Yeah. Hindi, wala. It's a constitutional provision but it says there in the Constitution that requires a law to be passed by Congress. And every Congress, there are attempts to pass a law for anti-dynasty, but it never passes the second reading level. Naturally, doon sa Congress kasi, doon pa lang sa Congress, puro dynasty families na nakaupo ron.
Nakita po na ako karon, no? I just noticed na wala yung opposition sa Davao City, no?
Wala nga for how many years? Every election, walang lumalaban eh. I don't know, marami naman magaling. mayaman, mayabang pa sa Davao City, but nobody stands up. I don't know why. I mean, you know, they see na ng abuses and etc. But everybody is quiet. In fact, when I filed, I now started interacting with the people in the first and second district of Davao City, and what I discovered was everybody is afraid of them, the Dutertes. Afraid, takot sila lahat, pati yung mga negosyante. Everybody is quiet. Quiet, everybody takot. Everybody takot. That's how they maintain they say peace in Davao. Peace in Davao kasi lahat ng tao takot sa kanila. Pangalawa,
Where did that
malaman sa kanila,
asa nagika ng kadlok sa tao?
first, doon sa mga ordinaryong tao, alam mo naman mga Duterte, they have goons, which are the DDS. They can, kapag meron lang masama na, di ba? Yung, for example, yung testimony ni Tony, Las Cañas, yung DDS whistleblower, who was a former policeman, which is now, his affidavit is now in before the International Criminal Court. Sabi niya na pag meron lang nakasamaan si Pulong Duterte sa gasoline station, kinontak sila, papatay ni Pulong. There are stories here na there was a young boy, high school boy, who, alam mo, papilab at nanligaw, at I don't know kung naging girlfriend niya, I'm not sure. Yung anak ni Pulong Duterte. You know what's the story here in Davao? Pinapunta ni Pulong doon yung boyfriend mo, kung si wife was high school bata, teens, papilab. Pinapunta doon sa kanila sa bahay, magdalaw, ganyan. Yung pala, binugbog doon. Bugbog sarado. Tapos, bugbog sarado, kompleto, lahat. Tapos tinawagan yung parents, pinakuha sa kanila yung anak nila there, outside the gate. Nakalupay-pay doon. So, dinala sa hospital. And then the entire family left Davao already. I mean, ganun. That's how they are. Ngayon, yung mga negosyante naman, pagka nalaman nila magkontra ka mag-criticize ka against Duterte, ipiting ka naman. Mga business permit mo, building permit mo, o anong permit mo, sanitation permit, pag-iipit-ipiting ka nila. So, in fact, ganyan. So, everybody, even the former mayor na si Ben D. Guzman told me, sabi niya, sorry Ruy, hindi ako makalantad sa Bisaya. Come out and campaign to you openly. Kasi siya and his family have already entered business. And if he comes out to openly support me, iipitin nila. Kawawa naman yung mga anak niya. Business nila yun. I'll tell you, the people here, mga old-time Davaoenos and etc. Tahimik lang. Takot. Everybody takot. Even the ordinary mga kabataan, tahimik lang. They will send me messages. They will send me messages and then introduce themselves. And then they say that they are volunteering, they're helping me, etc. At sasabihin nila na ang tao sa akin nagsuporta, kaya lang tahimik lang mga tao. Yun lagi, nakaupo pa si Duterte. I mean, who is the mayor here in Davao City? It's Sara Duterte. Who is the president of the Philippines? It's Rodrigo Duterte. Who is the vice mayor in Davao City? It's Baste Duterte. Who is the congressman? Pulong Duterte. So everybody takot. Nakaupo pa sila eh.
Musegue sa kugamay, attorney. For me, it's that's a very controversial topic. Anyway, one question na, if you become a mayor, what's in it for the people of Davao? What will they get from you?
Well, for one, I am for good governance. I mean, my father, we have served people and we serve well. We try to do things the proper way. with no issues about corruption or abuse of power or etc. No, and with all honesty and transparent, and make the government na dapat hindi kinatatakutan ng tao. Dapat ang gobyerno is to help people. Yung elected official, hindi dapat kinatatakutan ng tao. Ang elected official, kumukuha ng sweldo sa tao, taong bayan, na dapat siya is to serve people. You know, and one thing, that's what I'm going to show to the people, na dapat ganito ang gobyerno. Hindi yung Duterte style na pananakot. No. Let's say have peace. Okay, peace here in Davao, yeah. But peace should not be based on fear. It should be peace based on respect and maayos ang pamumuhay ng mga tao. What would like to do na ang people should be respecting each other, the government should respect them, and they also respect the government, and then help improve the lives of the people so that everybody will be happy, and then there will be peace. That's what I'm trying to, that was what I aim to do, you know.
Right.
Hindi yung peace na walang kriminal, etc. Ay, matagal na yung pinagpapatay ni Duterte, may criminal man sa Davao. Pati mga drug lords, nandito din.
Mo na ang isa ka topic na I often ask kay Davao is known for its peace and order situation.
Okay.
So it has been the battle cry of the administration.
Yabang nila.
Peace and order.
Pero yung peace and order nila is fear. Takot sa kanila lahat. So they can do what they want. Di ba? Ganun man ang peace and order nila. O you may have takot yung mga criminal. So, hindi lang criminal, pati ang common tao takot sa kanila. So what kind of peace is that? That's not peace. That is fear.
So when you sit for office, can you expound more on how you approach this peace?
Well, for one, police enforcement agencies must be retrained. You know, the barangay officials and all government officials must also be trained again to respect rights of people, respect people, to show to the people na they are there not to cause fear in them, but to help them. No? So that people also will help the government. Ganon yan eh. Ang tao kasi, okay lang sa kanila yung, you know, they want to help, they wanted peace. No? Pero peace to what they can do. No? Hindi yung peace dahil takot sila. It's what people are happy and the people are, you know, the policeman respects the community, the people in the community. You know, they will help the policeman in case there's a crime. They will help the policeman yung people, si ano yan, dito tumakbo, ganyan. Hindi sila natatakot sa policeman. Because they know the policeman is there to help them. Ganun dapat eh. Dito, pati yung mga traffic enforcers, kinatatakutan na lahat. Bakit? Paano? Pati yun maliit lang na bagay. Ano kagad nila? Inaano kagad ng mga traffic enforcers. Tapos without mercy. Without mercy, hirap na yung mga tao. So, tapos, siyempre, with that kind of power over people, hindi maiwasan yung kotong. Di ba? Ganun eh. If you go to any local city hall office in the city hall, yung ordinary clerk nagde-decide. Ordinary clerk, hindi pwede i-approve yung license. Kulang ka ng ganito. Hindi pwede yung permit mo, ganyan-ganyan. You know, even if you explain, and then silang decide. When usually, just kasi government ka, pag ganun ang sitwasyon, for example, hindi makapagbayad ka agad ng full for the permit, no? Then maybe there's another way to help, no? So you refer it to your supervisor. The supervisor will now think kung merong paraan that, you know, can be helped. Kasi pandemic yun eh. Siyempre mga tao naghirap din eh. Mga negosyo naghirap din. So maybe there's a way to help. Hindi kaya, yung supervisor sabihin niya, walang matulungan, but we'll recommend to the mayor that something must be done to help these people. And ngayon, hindi ganyan. Yung clerk lang mismo, doon pa lang, wala na. Hindi na papunta sa... Siya na decide, no, hindi pwede. Ordinary clerk, who is just, I don't know if he finished college, but I don't know. So, ganong klaseng environment
Hmm.
We must change that. People is to help.
Right. Attorney, you mentioned pandemic, no? And with the pandemic, global ni siya. We have 5 minutes more.
Yes, sir.
It's okay? Okay na sa
Yeah.
mo? Okay.
Mm,
Now, global ang problem, but all kita gyud din na sa Davao, sigurado apektado gyud. More so ang economy.
right.
Dako gyud kay effect sa economy, every business down, inflation and all of these things that are happening, people are already complaining. If you are in office, how would you help the Davaoenos and the Davao City bounce back?
Well, for one, naturally, syempre, anong kailangan for to achieve a herd immunity? Yan kagad dapat, no? I mean, science-based efforts, no? Kung paano ma-achieve yan. And then those who have been suffering, for example, like businesses, small and medium scale enterprises here in Davao City. Napakarami niyan, more than 1,000 yan. And at least more than 50% na nag-close. So tinanggal nila yung mga empleyado nila. So you must help them. Help these businesses to be opened up. You know, whatever that this government can do. Like for example, if there's a way money be extended as a loan with very liberal terms, very liberal, for 15 years to pay, etc. Very liberal terms. Tapos ang interest is just minimal o konti lang, no? Cost of money, cost of money lang, hindi yung meron pang interest for income. Hindi, just enough lang for return lang sa city yung pera to help these businesses to open up with the condition that you open up and you hire the employees. You avail of this lending facility, city will help you, but with the condition that you help people go back. Because if you get this money and then you don't open, sigurado forever kang close. We will not anymore allow you. So in other words, to help them to open up and people to be employed back. And anything else, kailangan medyo concern for humanity din dapat ang pandemic response kasi kanila kamay na bakal make people understand if the government has to spend more money for people to understand why there is a need for this social distancing, you let's follow these rules. Kung kulang pa yun na maintindihan ng tao, the government should spend more to help people, to inform people and help them inform para maintindihan nila. Pag lalo nila maintindihan, then they will follow. There's siyempre ang tao minsan, matigas din ang ulo, but matigas ang ulo, ang ginagawa, kamay na bakal. Ako hindi. Inform more the people. Kasi ordinary people lang yan. First time yan even I, first time magka-experience ng pandemic in my whole life. It's the first time. So you must help people understand what it is. Kasi minsan, hindi masyado na naintindihan the importance of wearing mask, importance of social distancing. Ngayon, for example, na-vaccinate ka na raw. So, may booster ka na, so hindi ka na magka-COVID. That's wrong. Kulang sa information ng tao. It is, kung vaccinated ka na, kahit booster ka na, magka-COVID ka pa rin, but it's not anymore a serious, ang laking chance or percentage, it will not be a severe or serious sickness. No, hindi ka na kailangan dalhin sa hospital, but you still have COVID. Pero ang tao, akala nila, pag vaccinated ka na, booster ka na, hindi ka na matakdan ng COVID. So, information-wise, kailangan sa mga tao, if the city has to spend more para to inform them more, for them to understand the situation, for them to act accordingly, then the city has to spend more for information.
Attorney, daghan pa kay kung pangutana sa imo, but we already spent a good number of almost 1 hour. And I know your time is very precious. And I would still like to invite you in our future episodes. Okay lang sa imo, Attorney?
Yes, sure.
Because these are the things that, people should really know. Because ang goal man po nako diri is for the people to know who you are, and what you can do for them, because for them to have an informed decision pag abot sa baluta. Final thoughts nimo, attorney, message nimo para sa mga tao, and how can they reach you if they want to support you? I'll give the whole frame sa mo, attorney. Go ahead, please.
Well, I filed my candidacy for mayor to give the people a choice. You know? Kasi in the past elections here in Davao City, wala man choice ang mga tao. So you will never know what is the sentiment of the people of Davao. So to give them a choice, I'm a lawyer. I became a congressman also to serve the people also. I have the experience, and I've been a practicing lawyer my life. So I think I believe that I am qualified to become a mayor of Davao City. That's why I submitted my name for the election, for people to have a choice man lang. No? And then you can, those who would like to maybe know more about me and my advocacies, I have a Facebook, Twitter, official pages, campaign pages. I think it's there is a Ruy Elias Lopez for mayor, something like that. That's the Twitter, that's the Facebook page, and the Twitter is, I think, the same name. I'm new in social media, so I'm sorry I cannot memorize what my Twitter name, whatever that is because it's my son handling it. That's all. I hope the people will have with this election, and time for the people to express. Huwag kayong matakot, express what you like, especially through the ballot. Choose who you think should help to be the mayor of Davao City and help for the next 3 years to help this city. That's all. Thank you very much.
Daghang salamat kay Attorney Ruy Elias Lopez for being here and to give us an overview of who you are, kung sa imong plano para sa Davao City. And we would like to have you more diri sa atong episode sa Panapita. Again, thank you. Daghang salamat. And to all those who are watching right now, stay safe, be safe. God bless you all. Nawala ko kadali, nabutang na ko ang frame niyo. Pero anyway, muna yung ginayon ng mga technical difficulties na panagsay ko. Usa lang ka attorney, maglisod po ba? So, katulang, bye-bye and God bless.
Thank you. God bless.